I know that for some people, reading the Bible can be very intimidating, and I get it. It is a complex book, but don't let that intimidation stop you from reading it. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you guys some helpful tools that I use so I can enjoy reading my Bible and understand it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate and I post faith and fitness related videos on this channel. So in this video, we are going to be talking about tools and resources to enjoy reading the Bible and actually understand it. I am more than halfway through the Bible this year and it has been such a blessing to me. However, I know that reading the Bible can be very intimidating, especially reading the Old Testament. There are a lot of things in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, that baffle me because the context is so hard to grasp and the culture back then is so different. Reading the Old Testament and New Testament with our 21st century Western eyes sometimes results to a confused and shocked brain. My lecturer in theology school always reminds us, his students, to leave our Western hat out the door before we enter the class and begin the class. And that thought has always helped me when it comes to reading the Bible, because the Bible was written in a specific time and context for specific reasons, and we are to read the Bible carefully. Thankfully, there are a lot of good resources that can help us to read the Bible, enjoy it, and understand it. So if you are someone who struggles to read the Bible and understand it, I hope that you can walk away from this video feeling more confident that you can understand it, that you can enjoy reading it and get help and guidance by using these resources that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. The first quiet time essential that I use daily is a study Bible, and I highly recommend you to get a study Bible because it gives you so much information and it just helps you to enjoy reading the Bible. Study Bibles provide overviews, authorship, it gives you time and date when the document was written, it gives you backgrounds, timelines, which is helpful because I know that sometimes I get confused which happened first, who came first, and that kind of stuff. And it gives you maps as well. It offers cultural, historical, and theological context. Context is so key when reading a book or a letter. It gives you the themes and helpful commentaries and notes of each book and letter. I use the ESV Study Bible. I will link it down in the description box below. One of the biggest obstacles to reading the Bible is hearing what the author is trying to say. So when I study my Bible during my quiet time, the first thing I look out for is context. So when I start reading a book in the Bible or a letter, I always read the overview of my study Bible before reading the chapters. And what's amazing with study Bibles is that they offer you enough information and basic information to know the background of a letter or a book. Reading the overview helps me get to know the author more and the purpose of why a specific book or letter is written. And it guards me from false assumptions. So after I read the overview, I then start reading chapter 1 and then continue on from there. I always have a highlighter with me or a pen, and I highlight information that sticks out to me. And after I read that chapter, I then go on to the commentary section and notes section just below the verses and read the verse that I highlighted just to get some more understanding of what that passage is saying. And sometimes it tells you references from the Old Testament or what a specific word means, for example, what propitiation or justification means. So I always check out the commentary below of specific verses that sticks out to me to understand that passage or that verse better. Second helpful resources are hard copies of commentaries. Commentaries are great because they offer you more in-depth information compared to what you get from a regular study Bible. I personally prefer hard copies because when I do my quiet time, I prefer just having books in front of me instead of having my phone out or having to get my computer out and check online commentaries. I know myself, and I know that I just Google random things or check out random information on Wikipedia. Hard copy commentaries have notes on each verse, which is very helpful. So if you are a serious student, I highly recommend investing in good commentaries, and I'm going to link the commentaries that I use in the description box below. I am aware that commentaries are very expensive, so I recommend buying second-hand ones. So if you have charity shops and thrift stores around you, they might have commentaries. You never know if you never try. Third tool I want to share with you guys are online commentaries. If you do not have hard copies of commentaries, do not fear. The internet has a lot to offer. So I usually go on Google, type in a chapter of a book or a passage, and then I type in scholars like C.H. Spurgeon, John Calvin, John MacArthur, or Martin Lloyd-Jones. For example, I am currently reading John, and if I want to check out online commentaries on John 1, then I type in John 1 commentary John Calvin. Sometimes typing your preferred scholar is much more simpler because you know whose voice you're listening to and you trust this person. Enduring Word is a great resource as well. I've benefited a lot from this resource. I've used this resource quite a lot of times before. So yeah, I highly recommend Enduring Word. Number 4 is to utilize online resources. Bible Project is a great resource, especially if you are a visual learner. Their videos are high quality. They make videos of overviews of different books of the Bible, which is very fun to watch. I highly recommend them. I used Bible Project when I was doing my theology degree to memorize the flow of a book of the Bible. Very helpful tool. Another website that I used frequently when I was in uni was Step Bible. This is a great resource because you can check out the original meaning, original language of a specific word, and then you can also check out references where that word is used in different parts of the Bible. You can also compare and contrast different translations of the Bible. You can also check out sermons online and on YouTube. I just go on YouTube and check out expository preaching by my favorite pastors and listen to good sermons. I think that it is such a great way to learn from the Bible, especially if you enjoy learning through listening. Number 5 is to ask mature believers who know the Bible more than you do and who live by the word. I think that everyone has questions and we are to be open about them. I think that the more we ask questions, the more we are engaging with the scripture. So if you are struggling to understand a passage, or maybe you are struggling to stomach a certain teaching of the Bible, then ask your pastor about it, or ask your mentor, ask the elders of the church, or ask someone from your church whom you trust who has a high view of the scripture. Ask them about a specific passage that you are struggling to understand. I think that it is good to ask questions. I think that it is a bad habit to just shove our questions under a rug instead of asking the hard questions. Last but not least is to have a journal and your pens and your highlighters when you are reading the Bible. I personally enjoy journaling after I read my Bible because I personally don't like to forget what God has taught me. I like to write the things that I learn on paper so that I don't have to store them in my brain for a long time and be anxious about forgetting about them. I personally enjoy reading through my old journal entries, my old prayers, so that I can be reminded how God has worked in my life and what God has taught me. So every day when I journal after reading my Bible, I make it as concise as possible. So I write down my memory verse, my reflection. I normally write down a question or two on my reflection so that I can reflect on that passage, and then prayer. I usually just journal on 1 page, and if I do have time, I journal on 2 pages. Okay guys, that is the video for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any useful resources that you use, that you love and enjoy, that you would like to share with me and with others, comment them down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks again so much for watching. Grace and peace be with you. See you in my next video, but for now, much love and God bless. Bye.